Well, it's a rainy day here in the Minecraft world. It's just a pouring outside. Listen, I don't know how I'm feeling about these golems back here. Like, the idea was cool, but I think one of the main issues that I'm having is from my understanding, they can only remember 9 chests. And I think this chest right here is kind of getting in the way of that 9th chest, so I don't know if this is actually working or not. Like, all the items have now made their way up here, and I know for a fact, like, this cobblestone should have been put away over here in like these chests, and there's 3 chests in which it could have went into, but this guy, I don't know. I'm not really too sure. I'm not 100% sure if we're doing that correctly, or I don't know. What are you doing in there? But welcome back, everybody, to another episode of the Minecraft Survival Series. This is episode 143. And we are here underwater, watching things get zapped. Yep, we're going to be working over here today. I've got an idea. I've got things I want to do. I forgot that we put one of those here. But I do remember coming in here, ripping out a bunch of materials and things like that. Part of coming down here is I want to be able to synthesize these glowing crystals right here to be put through our radioactive core, and I think we could be able to replicate on building these glowing lantern things. This is part of our modernization program that we got going on with the base. Oh yeah, these things. Here we go. Because there's only a finite amount of these here. Well, that was cool. Here in the base. Can I do it again? Oh, that was dope. And I want to be able to synthesize these glowing crystal lamps. And from what my discoveries have showed me, these little fish right here are able to do it. And I wonder if there is a way that I can try it out. If I can also get these ink things. Do they drop ink when they're killed? Yes, no? Yeah. Okay, cool. That is something that we can try to harvest out of that. Oh, look, there's a little crystal thingy down here. And there's a creeper. That was fun. Okay, so like I said, from my understanding, I think I need these and these things right here. Do I have any more that I could actually make one with, or is that actually all I got? That's actually all I got. Okay. Here's an area I haven't been to in a really long time. This is where I get all the deep slate and most of my tough blocks from. I think it's this. Yeah, this one right here has this tough blocks area. And you know what? I think there was something interesting down in one of these. I think I fought the wither over there not too long ago. But I think down in one of these little corridors right here, there is... there's a cursed dungeon, or a malfunctioning dungeon. I think this was placed here during one of the previews that we had when we would do the preview thing. Is that diamonds? I missed some diamonds up there. Look at that. That's crazy. Yeah, when we were doing the preview thing. But I since stopped doing that because it would play havoc with my world. But check this out. There's a whole vein of diamonds. I just left all these up there. That's pretty cool. Is there any more up here, or is it just the 5 right there? That's all right. I mean, I'll take a little fiver. That was cool. Look, I gotta be honest with you. Trying to do this in this point of view is very difficult. Okay, but it is really cool to just sit here and kind of talk to you like this. But let's see if I can try to pull this off here. If we could just, it does show me like an outline of what it is I'm looking at. Sometimes, I guess not now, but it is pretty difficult though. It's kind of a cool little angle to look at. Just watch me do a little choppy chop, 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 chop. And I'm probably going to fall in that hole here in just a second. Where is that thing? Alright, cool. Alright, so after a lot of computing and contemplating and doing a lot of data, we figured out where they are all coming from, and we've blocked all of the the spawning spots where they can kind of come in. So now we don't have any of them spawning. So now all we gotta do is build a little super simple little factory area right over there. And I need these blocks back, so I'm taking out all of these little scaffolding bits. Even though they were freaking horrible to place, but I need all these blocks back because I really don't want to go back mining for more these tough blocks here. All right, so we're just going to give this right here a quick little test. Boop, scoop, and scoop, scoop, scoop. That should be enough for there. Break these blocks. It's raining outside. Break these blocks. Break these blocks. This one and this one. This one and that one. Now, the thing I'm not too sure about is I guess I have to be like a certain distance away from it to make sure it works. I'm not sure if that's actually true or not. Let's not go down there and get cooked by the campfires. Can I get out of here, please? Yes. Okay, cool. I think all I gotta do is just fly up in the air real quick, fall right back down, and then we should see the dudes spawning in here. Maybe. Did I not go high enough? Oh, I think I hear them. Oh, there they are, right there. And they're getting booped up there on the magma blocks, which is fine. And then sometimes they'll fall down here, so fall on the campfire, and then slowly but surely, yep, there we go. Okay, well, it looks like that works. Okay, well, it does look like I have to be a certain distance away, which is a little annoying. So maybe I have to make the killing chamber. I have to move it down in here, I think. I think that's what we're going to have to do, which I guess is fine. We can be down in here. There's that one pillar right there. I don't know if they're spawning up there or not. If I'm far enough, or do I need to go down a little bit more? Because if I need to go down a little bit more, we might as well just take them all the way down here to the bottom. Like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe that is something that's a little bit better. Am I far enough from there? And then they should be getting booped. I think that was more than what was in there originally. Let's pop up here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I guess I gotta be a little bit further away than this. Well, I was gonna get ready to sit down and do a little bit of AFK waiting on some of this glass right here to smelt. Speaking of glass smelting, where is the glass that's supposed to be? Oh my gosh. Where does stupid stone. Okay, there should be no more stone. All right, yes, glass. Anyways, and I had just noticed that my pants are on their way out. Are they able to be repaired? Do I have any netherite to repair them with? That's not the one I'm looking for, nor it's that one. I have some here. Let's see. Boop. Boop. Oh. Yep. They are on their way out the door. But you know what? I need to name them. Oh, they are named. Swift Pants. Yeah. Swifts. Yeah. Fire protection, unbreaking 3. I mean, well, we might as well go ahead and give them one more time. And then I can't upgrade them no more. But I also do notice that my pickaxe was also out the door. So let's go ahead and grab that. Oh, well, the pickaxe is just fine. I need a name. Into the slick ether. That sounds cool. Or is it EIT? No, it's ETA. Okay, so we did a little bit of modification here. I'm not a big fan of the AFK platform in the sky, personally. So I have this actually lowered all the way down here. I excavated through these underwater ruins that we have up through here. Actually, you know what? Since they die as soon as they get down into here, I'm actually pretty safe to clock that open. I only got one of the spawning spots available. Yeah, he died right on my face. So, dude, yeah, so, but we carved through the ancient structure that's that's right here. And I took out the second platform that was there. Now I have to leave these little structure beams up here because it prevents all of the other spawning spaces. So at the moment, there's only one spawning space available. And it's that one right there. Wow, it's actually really cranking them out. And I AFK'd here a little bit, and this chest is completely full. I get some random bits every now and again. And I guess that's from the mobs that spawn at night. I guess I'm not really too upset about that. Maybe we'll come by through and half slab this. I'm not 100% too sure. But all these are all capped off with half slabs. So it might be all right. I don't know. But yeah, we punched all the way through here. I don't even know if I explored this ancient structure all the way through. There's some bits and pieces kind of just hanging about and things like that. I mean, there was this one room right over here, which I think, you know, that's where I got my my sponges from. I think it was down here. Come to think of it, I'm not even really 100% too sure, but we are cooking them out though, so we just need to get down here and build up this this little chamber, this our little area down there. We might be all set for all that. All right, so we got our materials that we're going to need for this other half of our project, which is these prismarine crystals and the shards. Now, from this side, this is how we make these radioactive rods here that illuminate light. Safe radioactive from the reactor core right there. Now, the other thing, the other side over here, which has never quite been hooked up yet, there is this little thing going on here. However, some modifications are going to need to be made. If we come down here, we have this device that goes into these two different chests right here, which I think something, I'm trying to remember how this works, something another. There we go. The rods and the coarse fruit, which kind of go into these little segments right here, and I think they get clicked in from the bottom. I wonder if I'm trying to think here. This may have to be moved. Maybe I'm thinking, maybe I wonder if this will fit over here in this little area right here, and then we'll have another one kind of over here on this side for the other types of lights that we're going to do. And if we come down these stairs right here, there's this little dropper vader type thing that sends all the items up, that clicks up there to make them all work. Oh, this is going to be a kind of a long-winded process here. So they come out of, what happens here? This is where they go down and from the chest, from the little minecart that runs back and forth right here. They get pumped up through here, spit into the reactor. They get radioactive, and then they come down to somewhere. I'm trying to remember where they get sit down from. They get sit down from up there somewhere through this little chain right here, through this little sorter. I think that one's rods. This one should be, yep, the coarse fruit. And then they get pumped over into, oh, there's a glass block right there. Then they get pumped over to here into this little, these two separators right here via that thing right there. So, long-winded process we're going to have to do. So we're going to have to make pretty much the same replica of some of that over here. But the issue that I'm having is how... I think this right here may... Oh, look at this. The cart bounces back and forth. But I think what we're going to do is we're going to make this... Because I don't know why there's two separate ones here. There really shouldn't be. I should just be able to... Yeah, just send this through into the hopper chain here. Go down to the sorter, and then it gets shot up here. And then, you know, voila, these things get created. But I think I should be able to take this and move this over here into this little area. And then, because then I can get rid of like this side of the hoppers right there. And I think I can make another one right over here using the same setup. I think that should work. There's going to be a lot of finagling and stuff going around here. Oh, I remember why I did that. I remember why I separated them. Okay, well, never mind. We're just going to put that back the way it was. All right, now that I have restructured the entire universe to look completely different than it did down here. Is there anything on top of this block, or can I break it? Okay, cool. I tweaked a little bit things on the actions and stuff, so I think yeah. So my swords and my items should be right what they should be. But yeah, I really am loving this pack though. But yeah, so we have this line coming down here. I've practically made it to where I squeezed in another little creating thing right into here, and then we have another one that's going to be right into here that's going to be used for not those ones but these ones. And basically what I got to do now is I guess I never finished this side right here, so I got to install the watery delivery, which is into those two hoppers right there, to go inside there for them to go into the reactor to get radioactive and to come out through this side through the little sorter, shot right back up into these two hoppers here so they can be crafted. Because, you know, we can't be crafting these things ourselves. We're going to get radioactive material all over us. I will tell you one thing, man. Cramming all this stuff down here, you got to get kind of creative with a lot of things. There's nothing symmetrical about this room. Like, there's tons of open space over here, and that's cool. But the staircase I use to get up and down from right here is very impeding on how I'm having to fit this down here. 'Cause as you can tell, this right here, it's the same setup on this side and this side. This little auto dropper thing circuit that we got kind of just crammed up in here. It's probably extremely over engineered, but the way that everything is fit together, that's just how I have it. Plus, I don't like torch towers. I find those things to be very unreliable. But then when you come over here, it's like, what's going on? You got target blocks and this guy's facing this way, which I think this side is going to be a little bit easier. I think I'm not one. Yeah, so basically I just got to remove one of those. But for right here, we just got to go. That guy's just got to go up. And then basically, right, this needs to go right above the repeater. Yes, it does. So then right here is a water block. Oh, so you see what I'm saying? Like, oh, there's another challenge that we're gonna have to figure out, which I think I can just solve just by doing this, fixing that guy up, placing one here. So that's going to be my clock, and then all I got to do is just put one. Oh, dang it, I gotta break that block right there. Basically, I just gotta put one right there, and then move this block back and forth. All right, we went and got some shards and crystals from over there. So from my understanding, we need, let's see, let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, as I believe that how that's gonna go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then basically we just should be able to see the same thing happening as it always has. It will shoot up, go into. Oh, I gotta close that. All right, so while that's happening, then we should just be able to pop down here, and they actually, yeah. What is going on? Why doesn't something's not seem right? Is there stuff happening? Is there something missing? I don't think anything's missing, but why doesn't that look like it's doing anything? Or am I an idiot? And no, I did. I hooked it up. Oh no, I didn't. I am an idiot. I didn't hook it up. Where's my box? I need my box. Yep. Okay. Get some hoppers. And then basically basically, I should just be able to go here, boop, and then run it away from that redstone line real quick, and it should just be able to hook right up into there. All right, cool. And then I should start seeing, yep, torches turn off. Oop, let's throw some of that in there. All right, now torches should be going up. I mean, the shards should be going up into this side. Ow, this side. Gosh, darn it. Okay, so we got it working. I kind of forget that the one drawback to this little machine right here is that it needs to be primed, and it has to have a lot of items primed in it. So luckily for us, we're able to get these items in such a mass quantity, so it doesn't really matter. I've had to use half the shulker box just to pretty much prime this whole thing here. So I've got to have like a full stack all the way in here so it knows that, hey, this is what we're trying to do here. But it also needs to have a little bit of reservoir inside of here so it can just go ahead and fill the slots in case one of the slots does go empty. So that's not really that big of a deal with these because, like I said, we can get mass quantities of the items here with this one, and I think this one is also, yeah, okay, yeah. So that was already ready to go and primed. This one is now fully completed and primed, so which is pretty sweet. So we got this whole side of the room, which is pretty much done. All we gotta do is do all the cleanup and stuff. So that's super dope. But you know, everybody, I think that's going to be that was a pretty good little episode that we got right there. You know, we got a nice little farm going on over there. We got some new construction going on down there inside of the underwater laboratory. It's been a really cool and great episode. You know, and more of that to come. You know, I got some other big plans for some other things around here. So if you all did like this video, please click the like button. If you want to keep me what it is, make more of these, please click to subscribe. That's all I have time for you guys today. And I will see you in the next episode. I'm trying to think of a better... What if we did something like this? What does that look like? Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Also, we do need to clean out our iron farm down there. It is backed up like something fierce. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, yep, there we go.